So he said he sold a boy for a harlot and a girl for wine. So that means, because they was making us sleep with our own sisters and mothers because they was breeding us. They talk about making bigger and stronger slaves. So they was breeding us. I'm going to read that again. It says, and they have cast lots for my people. They sold us and have given a boy for an harlot. They was breeding us with our mothers, our sisters, and everything to make stronger slaves. And sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And so they was trading our young sisters and daughters, and they was trading them just for actual wine. If you watch the Birth of a Nation, they showed that real well in there. Verse 4, ye, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Now, these are these African spots. And this is Benin and all them. This is what he was talking about. His ancestors sold us. So he's talking to, these are African countries. And it says, ye, and what ye have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine, because your Arabians, your Muslims, your Arabs, they played a major part too, They also had us in slavery for about 800 years, but they played a major part in our slavery. They was building the ships for these Jewish families. And these Africans was rounding us up and selling us to these Grecians, these Caucasians. It says, will ye render me a recompense? He says, so you're going to repay me. So we don't need this forgiveness shit. You can't ask for forgiveness. First of all, we don't even have the same God. We don't worship the same God. Y'all worship voodoo. You're doing voodoo rituals. We got a power, a living power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and his son. And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return recompense upon your own head. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said he's going to repay them for what they've done. So you can keep your forgiveness, because you're going to be repaid for what you have done. Your ancestors, you're going to pay for what your ancestors have done. Verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. So you have taken the people of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you brought them into your temples, into your houses, and into your cities, and made them slaves. And you literally took silver and gold too. Verse 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, the Caucasians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. So that's what y'all did, because in 70 AD, we fled from Jerusalem, from the Romans, the Edomites, the Grecians, and to the west coast of Africa. We stayed there for about 1,500 years, and they rounded us up with the Arabs and the Muslims, and sold us to the white man, the Grecians, the Edomites. Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the places where ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your head. So Yahweh said that he's going to raise us up out these places where we were sold and scattered to, and he's going to repay their recompense upon their head. All right, and matter of fact, you can go to Revelations. Follow me to Revelations 13. That's going to show some of that too. And 9 and 10. It says, if ye have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. They led us into captivity, so they're going to go into captivity. We're going to put them into slavery. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And we're going to be putting them to death like they put us to death. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Follow me to Isaiah. Let me see if I can find this right there. Isaiah 14. It says, Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. So the Most High Yahweh said he's going to put us back in our land, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So the Most High said we're going to take these nations, these people that sold us into slavery, these Africans, these Edomites, these Hamites, and these Elamites, all these different nations, and we're going to bring them into our place. That means we're going to take them and bring them. So we're going to take them by force once we, be endowed with the power. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for service and for handmaids. So we're going to possess these other nations. So we don't need your forgiveness, because y'all going to get what y'all gave to us. You know what I'm saying? The Bible said an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and Yahweh means that. And it's going to happen. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Slakia. So we're going to rule over our oppressors. We're going to rule over all these nations that sold us into captivity. You know, they're going to be our slaves. You know, they're going to be our captives. And so there's nothing that you can do to run from this or hide from this. Forgiveness, asking for forgiveness can't deliver you from this. And we're the only one in the world that has a living power. You know, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, nobody else has a living power. The Most High said he's only our God and nobody else is God. He's only our power. And we just read where they said they was doing voodoo. You know, so and the voodoo priest gonna come and see us and all this. Let me go back up here. These motherfuckers crazy. It says, where was I? Right here. It says, I am just begging them to forgive us because we sold them. Our forefathers sold their brothers and sisters, which we just identified we're not brothers and sisters with them. Just because we all got pigmentation and dark skin don't mean we the same people. Excuse me. I am not the person to talk to them. No. May their souls rest in peace, perfect peace. They should forgive us. They should, Posek said, wiping tears from his cheeks. Qualified people will come and talk to them in due time. I feel so sad. Who the fuck is qualified people? Listen to who he said qualified people. Posek explained that the qualified people will be voodoo priests from Benin who will come. So he's saying the voodoo priest going to come to the record site and talk to the spirits. Excuse me. Who will come if the identity of the wreck is confirmed as the Claudia. You know, Claudia was the slave ship. The ritual process performed was part of Benin's traditional religion, voodoo, which places great importance on the variations of ancestors who are believed to linger alongside the living. Voodoo gave rise to the various forms of voodoo that involved enslaved nations such as Haiti, the United States, Brazil, and Cuba. So yeah, they're gonna come and talk to the spirits and put the spirits to rest, so they say in voodoo. But we don't deal with voodoo and we don't have the same power they have. Follow me to Joel chapter 2 and 27. And it reads, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. Yahweh said he's in the midst of Yashael, Israel. And that I am the Lord your Yahweh. And none else. And my people should never be ashamed. So he said he's only our power and our God. And none else. And we shouldn't be ashamed about that. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And this right here came out this year, February, I think. I ran across it. So they asking for forgiveness. And yeah, we reject your forgiveness. We don't need it. So just prepare yourself for slavery. Because when our power come back, when Yahweh Shai come back, it's going down. So with that said, I just want to say shalom to the Akims out there. Continue to stay strong. Continue to teach this word. Continue to be faithful. Shalom.